right, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are down in Big Mountain. We are going to go up here today and volunteer for a cleanup event that's going on that I did advertise. I did sign my waiver. That's what you got to do when you first come up. We'll sign a waiver, then you'll head on back, which I'm on foot today, so I'm going to start walking back, and we're going to get started. So let's crack on, ladies and gentlemen, and let's make a difference in our community. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. We have a lot of volunteers that showed up already, from what I can see. We're going to crack on, go inside, say hello to everybody, and see what we're going to do today to help out. But over the hill here, we got some side-by-sides and stuff in the area.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
And look at it, it's Johnny. He beat me up here, actually. But yeah, here we are. Big Mountain cleanup. You see, we got a little bit of equipment here. Nice sized dumpster. Everybody's brought something out to help. But you see, this is the area that we showed the other day. There's a lot of trash out here, and it's all going to probably end up in there today, and that's a good thing. So hopefully it stays clean out here. We have hopes on getting pretty far. I see there's another dumpster in the distance over there. So yeah, a lot of good stuff is going to happen today here. Look at the view. It's going to look so much better when we're done today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting set up, and Johnny and I are going to take off on cleaning now. We got the trash bag with us. The gloves are provided. We're going to get crack on. So hang out with us while we get to work. Tires are kept separate. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of heavy equipment around too. This is going to be fun. So you can kind of see what we're getting ourselves into today. See these heaping piles of trash here. It is actually household trash. It's been out here for a while. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot going on, spread out through the whole area. See, we got a good little start. So let's continue on. And as you see, they're gonna get a lot done today. You see such a short little span how much progress we're making here. They're down there getting a good amount down that way I didn't see before. And we got people helping out all around. Johnny's dragging something big over. Let's see if he needs some assistance. What you got there, sir? Oh man, I've been looking for that. Waterlogged and wet.
It's like wood.
Oh, it's a fold up.
Metal. Right. Yeah, it's gonna. I know myself.
I say we get a backhoe.
Drag it around. Let's drag it around.
There they go.
It ripped apart, so it's heavy. So
it does smell really bad over here. That I do agree with. It smells like a lot of, I don't know what to say. It just smells bad.
Yeah.
And honestly, it really don't look like anybody's in this one at all. And then again, looks can always be deceiving. All the windows are broken. Look at the big fake owl on top. See it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What a nasty pile of stuff so far. Look, even the front door is here. Yeah, it's a nice stinky pile of stuff. We're still cracking on, getting it all into the dumpster. There's a whole nother one over there that hasn't been touched yet. So All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. We're doing a cleanup event down here in Big Mountain. I'm with Heather. She's actually the host of this event. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about what we're doing here today?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm one of the directors with the Shamokin Creek Restoration Alliance, and we decided to get this community cleanup event scheduled for today. Obviously, as you can see with all the video footage, it's a huge illegal dumping area out here along Big Mountain Road. Serious chronic issue out here. So we wanted to do something about it to get it cleaned up, and I was incredibly overwhelmed by the positive response that we had from the community. I was a little bit concerned that we'd go all in on planning this and we wouldn't get anybody to turn out for it, but we've had about 50 people show up this morning.
That's an awesome turnout. Yes.
It's incredible. So it just shows, you know, that the community cares. The community cares about their area and they want to do something to make a difference. And so we're hoping that because we've had such a positive event, we're hoping that maybe we can do another one of these in the fall, pick a different area around Shamokin to tackle, and we can do another cleanup.
We're going to step back. We're getting run over here.
Yeah.
A lot of work happening real fast.
So we're so fortunate that we've also had a couple of guys come out with bulldozer, skid steer, and dump trailers, and they've been really helpful in getting the heavy stuff cleaned up for us and getting these dumpsters loaded up. So it's just really incredible to see this kind of support.
So moving forward, as we clean this up, and I have done other cleanup events such as the Centralia area before, and the dumping comes back. Is there a way we can prevent that from happening out here maybe?
Absolutely. So that's one of the biggest concerns, you know, as we're doing this huge cleanup and we're getting all this trash out of here, and what's to say that tomorrow a truck doesn't show up and dump another load. You know, you're not going to keep it cleaned up if you don't do something to control it. We only have so many police resources around town, and their focus is on the populated areas in town, and I understand that. They can't spend all their time out here on these rural roads, you know, constantly patrolling. So one of the things that we've been talking with Coal Township and working with them is potentially gating the road so that people wouldn't be able to drive out here with truckloads of trash. People would still be able to walk out, you know, your dirt bikes, your ATVs, they'd still be able to access the area. But it would at least keep the big vehicles from coming out here. And that's what we're seeing out here. You're seeing truckloads. You know, this isn't just one little thing.
Debris all the way
Absolutely.
Down to cat litter.
People are clearly gutting houses. There's all kinds of debris from houses being gutted, construction debris, just all kinds of household trash. So if we can, the gate is probably the best option that we have. It's not that we're trying to keep people from coming out and enjoying the woods, but you have to get a handle on the dumping somehow.
Yep, they're ruining history back here.
Exactly.
So, and polluting the environment. So yeah, definitely needed.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out and capturing all of this today.
I love it. Thank you.
And thanks for helping.
Have a special guest. We have a code enforcer. You want to introduce yourself and tell us where you enforce the codes?
My name is Danielle Hinkle, and I'm one of the City of Shamokin's code enforcement officers.
All right, so you're out here volunteering today with the rest of us, even though we're in Coal Township, right?
Yep.
All right, so being out here today and you're seeing this, what's your opinion on this from a professional point of view?
I mean, it's way too often anymore. You know, people come get rid of their trash anywhere they want. The fact that the Creek Restoration Alliance people set this up and, you know, so many people registered to come help, it's amazing.
Over 50 people, actually,
Yep.
And this does affect everyone, like you were saying off camera to me, and not just the Coal Township area, but the city of Shamokin is really in the area here too. We surround this, and we come down here for recreational purposes and stuff like that too. So, and for stuff like this in the city, if you see something like this happening, what is the steps that you could take to enforce something?
So, I like to actually dig through trash. You know, like if you're doing it, if you're dumping it, I'm
gonna find you.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you. So
awesome.
I actually I like to dig through trash. You know, if I find mailing, a lot of the times the police help us to cite people. Other times I can, you know, send a letter for illegal dumping. I do it probably weekly.
You are making a big difference in the city since you've been on board. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, it's something, like I said, it's happening way too often, and hopefully soon, you know, people start to see like it's not gonna happen much longer.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to work. I'm here with another special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
My name is for
Illegal dumping.
illegal dumping.
That's awesome to see the young ones volunteering. I appreciate you being out here today.
I found a ball.
Nice. So what's the most disgusting thing you found today?
Glass bottles and
Yep.
shot bottles.
Oh, lots of alcohol.
Yeah.
You think they have an alcohol problem out here?
Yeah.
I do too. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to ask another volunteer a little quick question. Hi, what's your name?
Marie.
Marie, all right. So you're local to the area, or?
I am born and raised.
Awesome.
My husband grew up out here in the 5th Ward, so this is our way of paying back to the community.
That's very nice. And you're going to come out for more events like this in the future in that local area or
Yeah,
anywhere
we
else?
hope to.
All
Yeah,
right. That's very awesome. Doing great stuff today. I appreciate you helping us out.
of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little farther up the road now on Big Mountain. Some really cool stuff I'm finding, little old resemblance of structures and stuff. A lot of trash bags are being made. They're picking them up, taking it down to the dumpsters, as you've seen back there. They're working their way up here. So let's go up here and see how much farther everyone else has gotten today. Ladies and gentlemen, we find a spot like this. Trash goes over the hill everywhere. Down there. Crazy, right? We got good volunteers out here getting the job done now. This road just keeps going forever, it seems.
In the heart of coal country, we see the pain. Mountains of garbage, it drives us insane. But we'll rise up together, we'll take back our land. With shovels and spirit, united we stand. Join hands with your neighbors, make your voice loud. We'll clean up the valleys, the hills and the streams, reviving the beauty, restoring the dreams. Together we'll stand, planting seeds of our fate. And Coal Township's heart, it's never too late. Tomorrow's our chance, it's the day we reclaim. To clear out the rubbish, to ignite the flame. A brighter tomorrow, it starts with today. With love for our mountains, we'll lead the way. So come on, let's shine like the sun. We'll crane out the valleys, the hills and the streams,
the aftershot's walking out now. Bunch of tires added up down here. As you remember, there was a bunch of debris on all sides of the road, trash bags everywhere. Look how nice it is now. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot to ask what they're doing with the tires. I know they can't go in the regular dumpster. I don't know if there's a plan for them or not. I'll have to ask Heather and find out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look how nice they got it down here now. As you come in Big Mountain, the road itself is starting to get clean, and you've seen the progress way in there. It's getting done. But yeah, I'm taking off before lunch gets here. They're getting Luna's Pizza. Wise Markets and Luna's threw in a good deal on helping out with the snacks and the food and the drinks. Shout out to them. Reading Anthracite has paid for the dumpsters. Shout out to them because it is their property back there. But yeah, awesome alliances happening here today in the city of Shamokin. Well, I'm sorry, we're not in the city of Shamokin. We're in Coal Township. Let's get it correct. Well, all right, y'all. Until next time, rise above, crack on. Like I said, look how nice they got all this.